Hey, trackies. Happy Sunday. What's good? What's popping? It is the end of the championships, the Jamaica Senior Championships. And it was really good. Congratulations to all of the athletes that made the individual teams and to those that made the relay teams as well, or just those that will be representing Jamaica, even if it's at a different championships, right? So congratulations to them all. I had a lot of fun. It was a really fun 4 days. I'm excited to see what came out of our championships, that's for sure. A lot of world leads, a lot of medal contending athletes as well that we've been able to put our fingers on throughout this entire meet. A lot of consistency as well that we've been able to see. So that kind of gives us a bit more hope as well as it relates to what we can expect when they start to run against the rest of the world. So yeah, just a great overall, lovely championships. Everybody came out. The ones that could come out, obviously, and perform, they performed to their best. Even the ones that weren't good tried, and it didn't really work out for them, but they still tried nonetheless. So yeah, nothing but love to them, and of course, I can't wait. Um, I can't wait to see what happens in about a month or so, or a little over a month. All right, so as usual, trackies, please, I always forget at the beginning, but please like the video, and of course, yeah, sound off in the comment section and let me know who is here. As usual, that's how we kick things off. So let's see who is here. Hey, Namdi, happy Sunday. What's up? Hey, Ryan, what's good? Hey, Keisha. Hey, Lambo. Hey, okay. Hey, be blessed. What's good? Moth Queen around 2161. Hey, Brigaline. I hope I'm saying that right. So yeah, exciting things happened with Jamaica. I don't even know where to start. I'm not gonna start by going through some results that happened, as it relates to Jamaica. Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna start. And obviously the senior results. And not to ignore the juniors, but yeah, um, it's a lot of them. So let's jump to some results from the men. So Jaden Hibbert, took part in the triple jump. And he, I think, did what, 4 jumps this time around, and his biggest jump was 17.68 meters. That was a massive jump from Jaden. As you all know, he is the world leader in the event. As it stands, though, we only have one person that has made the qualifying standard in the men's triple jump. So unless somebody else can, make that standard as it stands now, he will be the only person. But of course, Jordan Scott, I liked what I saw from Jordan. It looked like he was trying. His biggest jump was 16.78 73, sorry, meters. That's definitely something to work with. Let's see what he can do between now and the 30th. God's willing. Ryan Brown, his biggest jump was 16.03 meters. So a little bit back, more to work on. But some of these guys are also collegians as well. So there's a lot more, to learn and get better at their craft. And I'm hoping to see more guys come through in the future in the event for sure. Women's 800 meters, that was a very good run. Natalia Gould ran 1 minute 58.89 seconds. Adele Tracy ran 2 minutes 01.11, and Jessica McLean ran 2 minutes 05.76. Lashana Graham was up the rabbit. Is it rabbit? Is that what they call it? Yeah, in this race. To pull them to a good time, and that's what happened. So I'm glad to see Jamaica starting to employ certain tactics. I'm wishing though they had it in the men's race. They didn't have it in the men's race, and I was wondering why they couldn't find somebody that was willing to just get my money, pay them my money, and say, all right, go out and be a rabbit. Nothing wrong with that. That would have helped the guys a bit, I think. As it stands now, no one has made the qualifying standard. They still have some time. Again, I'm a bit sad with what I see happening in the men. When I did my live stream before, I talked about it and I said, the moment Jamaica opens the door in an event, it's like the door gets closed. Because last year, I don't know if you guys remember, the standard was 1:45, I think 1:2 or 0:8, something like that. And Novaski ran 1:45:03, to be the national record holder, or 0:2, sorry, to be the national record holder. So I mean, all of a sudden, no. So we're saying, okay, at least we have a Navaski because his time carries over from the year before. No such thing. Then take up themselves and they bring it down to 1:44:90. So just shutting us out again. As soon as we start knocking on the door and starting to break it open, they just lock it shut, we. So we just have to keep trying. But I like the fact that there are multiple guys eager in the event now. They're taking it on, putting their bodies through the rigor. So let's see what can happen for us in a few years. But for now, we get locked out again. So let's see what can happen in a few years, right? What else happened? Okay, the 400 meter for women's 400 meters. Now that was a really, really, oh, let me talk about the men's shot put. Sorry, not to overlook anybody. This thing is so hard to read through sometimes. G's J3A's. If you're watching this, do away with this website. It's done and dusted. It's archaic at this point. Nobody likes this website. Why are we still using this old archaic thing that nobody can get through properly and takes 10 years to update the information as well? Anyway, let me get back to my spiel. So Rajendra Campbell, through 21.04 meters in the shot put to take it. Roger Stoner through 18.96 meters. So he was back actually, and Odin Richards through 18.42 meters. If I'm not mistaken, let me just hurry up and open up this qualifying standard because it's 21 something. It's 21. Let me see. 21. Where am I? Shot put? Shot put is 21.40. But to me, I don't know if Razindra is in the top 35 in the world. I can always double check. But he sounded like when he was in his interview that he's on his way, to the World Championships based on what he was saying. So I was like, but you're not sure it 21:48. So I'm not sure, but anyway, let me just open up the shot put thing and see where he falls in the world. Because if you can stay within the top ranked athlete, you'll still get a berth. So he's 20th right now in the world with a throw of 21.31. So I guess yes, the IWF will invite him based on where his ranks now in the world. So he has a berth going to the World Championships. What else? What am I missing? That was a shot put I just talked about, right? There was the men's javelin throw. I have to give a shout out to our senior Elvis Graham. He's a national record holder with 77.93 meters. Clearly not really challenging where the world is right now, but it's still a good look for Jamaica. Baby steps, we'll get there eventually. So I like what I saw from him, 74.19 meters. All right, that was his best throw. Okay. Who else? All right, so now we can get to some things on the track. Okay. So 400-meter women. Based on what we saw in the semifinals, the writing was on the wall for a few of these athletes. It's really sad that Stacey Ann was not able to take up her spot in the finals, which means that she's also out for the relays. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. She still made top eight, so if she can prove fitness, maybe between now and then she can still be considered for the relay. But as it stands now, we're short a really high caliber athlete in the 400 meters right now. So yeah, based on what we saw in the semi, Nikisha Price looked very strong. And as I did say in my preview video, Genevieve Russell looked like she was ready to take a spot on the team as well. And she finished in top three, finishing second. And Candice McLeod finished third, and with Shericka Young finishing fourth. Based on I think the schedule is, I don't think Jenny will be able to do the double, and I wouldn't advise the double as well. It would be crazy considering what the rest of the world is doing. So my assumption is she just ran it for the relay purposes, and she'll drop out, which means that Cherokee Young will be bumped up into a third place spot. So that's what I'm seeing here. Solid run though from Nikisha Price. There was a conversation I think when we did our live based on whether or not she'll be able to replicate such performances. Well, she can run personal best, so good run from Nikisha Price. I like what I'm seeing, that's for sure. Obviously the times are not as fast as we would like, but you know what track is? There are a lot of injuries this year. That's what I realized. And going into the Olympic year, I'd rather them be injured this year and get ready for next year than the other way around. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happened in the men. Sorry, trackies. My niece decided to make a whole bunch of noise. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. So yeah, the men's 400-meter now, very, very good performances from our athletes. Loved what I saw from Sean Bailey. Based on the semi, it looked like Antonio Watson would have been able to beat him, but Sean Bailey said, "Not today, brother." Not today. And I liked it. I liked the stiff competition and I love the times even more. 44.48 and 44.54 for a new personal best for Anthony Watson. And of course, Sean Bailey solidifying himself as a solid sub 44, close to sub 43 man. It shows that it wasn't a buck ups run. When you see this type of consistency, I love it. I can't wait to see what they'll be able to do against the world when they step out. And Javon Powell was third, 45.19 seconds in this race. Again, strong representative representation, sorry, from our men this time around. Quite a few men unfortunately did pull out of the event, but you know what? I still think whoever got shot over that 4x4, I'm not gonna lie, because even when you take into consideration that we have Rashawn Clark over there in the 400-meter hurdles that we can always sub in, and I hope Jamaica is smart enough to not use top four just based on what you see in this order here, and use the athletes that are faster even if they're in another event. Time to use your brain and strategize. I don't want to see any nonsense relays put together. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, I hope when I see that finals put together, I want solid form. I don't want to see no foolishness trackies. Or again, I'm gonna come on my platform and I'm gonna scream. Okay, let's take some comments. I think I covered quite a few events right off the bat. So let's see what everybody is saying. Um Thanks for the great job keeping us entertained and informed throughout the championships. You're welcome. It definitely kept me exhausted, that's for sure. Hey, oh, I got a super chat. Hey, Rirad, Kunja. I don't even know what that means. They've Cummins, but I'm assuming you're saying hey, so hey. Hi T, Shelly surprised us. I think she can defend her 100-meter title. Yeah, man, that start in that 200 meters for everybody that was underestimating Shelly. Wake up! That start is still popping. So I'm excited. I'm excited. We still have two solid medal contenders. I don't know if Shelly's gonna take a first spot in the 200 meters. I hope she does. But even if she doesn't, we have one solid medal contender in the women's 200 and two solid in the men's in the women's 100 meters. Yes, we will have other representatives, but I don't see them as medal contenders. So yeah. Still very good. Congratulations to all the athletes. Thank you, T, for the updates. Spoiled by the starters, madness, and TVJ's poor broadcast. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening with the start. Switching out of the gun 100,000 time, false starting. That's so strange. Why was what's his name false started? To this day, to this moment, I don't know why he was false started. The young man from St. Jago that got the false start. I'm just looking at it and I'm like that anyway. I don't know if he shifted in the blocks. I didn't see it, but he was the last to get up, so I don't even know why he was given a false start. Yeah, just a whole bunch of mess. But overall, you know what? We just have to take the good. There was a lot of negative. I don't know. I have a video ready for tomorrow morning. I woke up today feeling good, ready for fast times, ready to see good jumps. And you know what? Some like a vengeful spirit decided to come out and say something ridiculous. So I'm like, what is wrong with people? They don't love negativity too much. My lord. Hey Elizabeth. Blake proved once again why he should retire. Oh, be blessed, give him a chance. Oh my gosh. All right, all right, let me tell you when it comes to athletes. Or not even athletes. You see, when you're passionate about something that you've been doing all your life, it's hard to tell somebody to let go. And it's hard to know when to let go because your mind tells you that you can still do it. Even though your body is not doing what your mind is saying, yes, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I remember when Kobe Bryant, he retired. He penned a letter to, basketball, and how he struggled, with the coming to the reality that he had to give up, he had to stop. This man had a gazillion dollars, right? And he still didn't want to go because he loved the sport so much. He still wanted to do it. It was what he was doing his whole life. But it had come to the point where he needed to give up and he couldn't come to grips with it. And that's just how it goes when with anybody that has anything that they're doing that they're passionate in. As much as we on the outside looking in say, okay, it may be time, it's hard for them, which is why I say just let them walk away when they want to walk away, because it's not easy just to say okay, give up, because tomorrow you're gonna wake up and say, then what me I gonna do? This is what I've always been doing, this is all I know, this is all I love. It's very hard. So just let them walk away on their own. When he decides he's ready to go, then that's it. For now, I'll just appreciate whatever he has to give. You know what I mean? um Shelly, the rocket stars in the 100 meter is yours and the gold medals. I'm hoping that we can get one too. To me, it doesn't matter who wins, whether it's Shericka, whether it's Shelly. As long as we get one too, I'm good. Hey, Dolores, thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it of $9.99. I appreciate it. Um, um, Wait till she reaches 200-meter topic till we talk about that. We don't want to take away from the fun. Yes, wait a little bit. I soon get to that 200 because you see, oh, when me say certain things, how them come to pass and you don't take me seriously. All right, and I'm talking about y'all Americans. Okay, so let's see. Um, Shelley's first 120 looks deadly. She was surely tricking everybody. She wasn't tricking everybody, Chucky. She came out in multiple interviews saying that she's in shape and she's ready to run 10.5. So even if she doesn't run 10.5, at least we're getting a 10.6. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been eyeing her and I've been saying, which is why I keep coming on and I keep saying, in my opinion, Shelly is good. You know what I mean? Until I see her, roll over, that's the only time I'm going to believe that Shelly is not fine. You know what I mean? But for now, she's clearly good, and I'm happy. I'm happy. It means that our team is still very, very strong heading into the World Championships. Um, Shelly is definitely going to run 10.5s soon. Well, I wouldn't mind. Again, like me a ball for world records, so I wouldn't mind. Mm. Keisha, calm down. Second that motion, J3 needs to update their their website. Please like up the stream. Yes, Trackers, I see 148 of you guys here. Please like the stream. What time is the US 200-meter woman? Please. I think it's roughly around. I probably know right. Probably right about now. Let me go jump over and look. I was right. It's coming up right now. 9:10. It's supposed to run, as a matter of fact. No, in a run yet. It's coming up now, though. It's coming up right now. Oh, great. As soon as you run, I can give you all my thoughts, because some of y'all don't like to listen when I say what I say, innit? Yeah, like up the stream. Did the women 200-meter run already or not? Where can I watch it? If you're talking from a Jamaican perspective, the meet done already. From as it relates to America, I don't know where they have it. I just wait for the races to be posted on social media, and then I go watch it. Jessica run a PB of 2:08. From oh from 2:08, 2 minutes 08 to 2 minutes 05. I think Lashana Graham could run the 800 meters. She looks like she could do that event, but Jessica McLean is improving. Hope she can join Natalia on the pro scene after college. Hopefully, but it's really hard, especially for these distance because athletes, because of one, the support isn't there like it's there in the sprints. It's not easy to get a contract as well. Think about it. Not much people are going to be running at her to give her a contract off a 205. So unless she gets much faster, it's going to be very tough for her. So I'm hoping that the powers that be can see her potential and assist. So sad for Stacy. Yeah, Stacy Bino was definitely a blow to Jamaica. Big, big blow to Jamaica's exploits over whether it's the flat four or the 400 meter, the 4x4 relay. Very, very big blow. Russell performed. Yeah, Jenny Russell came out and destroyed. She was on a mission. I was shocked. Best I've seen her over that 400 meters, which, kind of makes me feel like, her 400-meter hurdles is possibly better, considering how she's been doing over that 400 meters. It's possibly better. We probably just didn't get a good time in that final, and we can probably see it a little bit later. But that's good. It means that she's very strong. The strength is there. So guess what? In this little month we left, they're gonna be trying to brush up some speed. Give her a little speed in that little month here and see what can go on. Cause the strength there, she go run what was it? Two 400-meter hurdles and two 400 flat. No man, she's strong, man. She ready. I have a good team for the men 400. Yeah, it's a very good team. Hey, Don Dino. Oh, I got another super chat. I soon check that out. I'm sorry. Let me jump out. I'm pleased for Nkumi's progress back from injury. Yes, yes. But again, I want to give the athletes some time. Why are they taking so long to start this 200 meters? All right, the 200-meter not start yet, so they're behind time. They're behind time right now with their 200 meters. Um, Sorry, I can't give you a date. some some of the men won't go because they have run the standard. Are you talking about the 400? I think Dunkley has the standard, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't he have that 44 something from last year? 44.9 from last year? If he has that 44.9 from last year, then he makes it. If not, then he'll have to try to get it between now and the 30th. Did you see Shelley's curve? Absolutely, I did. I did, and I was thoroughly impressed. Me proud of Shelly knowing that she not like 200, but shell it down. Let me tell you something. Sometimes, you know, we have to do things in life that we don't necessarily like, but it will help propel us to the goal that we want. And the goal that Shelly wants is 10.5/10.4. So if the 200 meters is gonna get her there, then she will run it because if it's one thing I know about Shelly, she's determined. Um, so the first 110 by Shelly was crazy, man. I was shocked. Yeah, it was blazing. She left everybody for dead. Um, yo, it did good. Shelly beat Shericka on the curve. Yeah, but I was kind of wondering though with Shericka, her start didn't look as blazing as the one that she did last year. So one or two things: either she's just tired from breaking into that new realm with 10.65, or the fact that there was a first go at the race. The first, false start slash faulty start threw her off a bit in the beginning of her race. So yeah, because she took a while to get going. Like if you looked at it, she took a while to get going. So I'm not sure. Maybe she's just tired. It could be that because 10.65 is a lot. Queens should have gotten a yeah, I don't know why. Then again, they're juniors, so I know why Lene got a chance. Everybody saw what Lene did, and it would be a shame. I'm not gonna lie, even though I understand the rule, it would be a shame not to let Lene go. Lene is in shape and she's running very fast. Let her go. You know what I mean? And it's the duty. I believe it's our duty to send our best team. So wait and let them go to the World Championships then, and get kicked out at that particular point in time. But as it relates to being on Jamaican soil, let us send our best team, please. So I don't want to knock her too much. I'm hoping Chucky's nobody knock her too much because she's one of our best and she deserves a spot as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. All the people who did as say Shelly no in a 10-6 shape get silenced. Yeah man, that start that dust them out. Shelly, what knee injury? That star. Oh, you remember I was saying it yesterday that I don't believe in that injury, and I was saying even though I saw the Canisa tape, I'm like I'm sad and Shelly because she doesn't speak lightly. If somebody's telling me she's in 10-5 shape, then I'm sad and the injury claims. Elaine, LOL, look here. Frana is a vengeful spirit. Yeah? Today is a day of celebrating our athletes. I do not want any kind of vengeful spirit taking over my chat. Okay? Let's save that for another day. Let's save that for a day that has nothing to do with the glory of our athletes. For real though, them disqualified the wrong. I don't know what happened in that finals. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they disqualified him. Leave Blake alone. He made the finals. Yeah, it's just sad. Just give him let's give him his time. He'll walk away in his own on his own. Johan was begging for the line. His form was all over the place in the last 30. Yeah, but because it hasn't been his strongest race since the injury, so it was to be expected, Trackies. So nobody not the man too much. Um, my mind tell me to ask you how. You know, say I want to look up in this. Me feel like I want to look up in this. This cannot be an adult. Because no adult is coming to my chat saying these things to me. Shelly look like she's in 10-6 shape, definitely. Yeah. The 100-meter will be hot at World Championship, expecting a world record there. The world record is tough over the 100 meters. Me not lie on the track is it tough, 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 tough. Let me jump over to back to Shakira them. Let me see what I go on here. So 21.61 for Gabby, new national record. 21.94 Shakira second. Kayla White 22.01. Abby Stein and Meki. Tamara Clark done down a seventh. All right now. Let me get in on my Shakira spiel on the 200 meter, yeah. Track is what me telling you say. Please remind me what I told you all. Let me take this off this. No, I want to know where I am. Please remind me what I told you all about that 200 meters and Shakiri not knowing how to run rounds. Shakira come out in the first run, come run 21.61, and everybody was like, oh my God, we're going to see 21.4. We're going to see this, that, that. And I said, no, I think I figured out Shakira. She's just like Elaine in the sense that they're deceptive runners. Sometimes they look like they're not running, but they're actually giving their all, but you can't really tell based on how they're running. And then I went on to further say, who in their right mind runs 21.61 in a heat race, right? Americans, you all in the chat said no, 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 and found every reason under the sun to say she's running the race how she's supposed to run it. Okay, let's take a look at what happened after that. Semi-final came along, 22-3. 22, what was it? 22-3. Let me go up to the semi-finals. Let me find it back. Okay, semi-finals right here. 22-1-8, sorry. That was her semi-final. Then in the final, 21.94. Do you understand now when I say that Shakiri does not know race management? I hope you understand now. Shakiri needs to flip the order. The 22-1-8 should have come in the heat. The 21.94 in the semifinals and the 21.61 in the finals. And one bet you say, if she did save her fastest run to the finals, she could have challenged Gabby. We just run one new national record. I run 21.60. But no, she didn't have no legs left because she got bunny out in the first race, and then everybody thinks that she did have more to give. Me call it already, me telling her, say, look here, she's a very deceptive runner. She look like she not run, but she a run. She a run. Don't frighten when you see her run them blazing time there because she a run. It just look like she not run. She's very, very, very deceptive. She has to, between now and World Championships, Americans need to get into her head and let her know that her running her rounds is wrong. Then again, don't take my word for it. Jamaicans won't mind. If she goes to the World Championships and runs blazing in the heat, we won't mind. We will not be complaining. Because at the end of the day, there will be no excuses when Jamaica walks away with gold and silver. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear no excuses. So you better make sure she turn up and I run our best race in the finals. That's all I'm saying. All right, no one can attack me. Let's see. Let me start from the last comment. So, me never know say friend can shame people. So till still me not think Elaine ever I worry about that. I want to get as I said, I'm keeping that vengeful spirit out of my mind today. Um, my proud of Megan T. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I didn't talk about the hurdles. I soon get back to the hurdles. I'm gonna cover the hurdles. I'm gonna cover the hurdles. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I didn't talk about it. But I was wondering, did Kerika run any? No, she's injured. She's injured. Kerika didn't run. She's injured. Um, Jacka run the world. Yeah, she's definitely become the new sprint queen for Jamaica for sure. Very solid over two distances, one and two. Yeah, Kerika had an injury, right? Shericka is the queen of sprinting. No. Mods, when you see these comments, that have additional extra stuff that don't need to be in there, please, delete them. Johan keep going as long as he wants, but the movement is up and running. Yeah, he's gonna eventually listen. He's gonna eventually go, but just let him go on his own terms. Shelly Shericka Talu medal podium at World Championship. Let's see. Thank you, Philip Sutherland, for the £20. I appreciate it. T, can I get to be a so Denisha, didn't I make you a moderator already? Didn't I make it from last night? Let me go over onto my thing. I'm sure I made you a mod. Um, where's my thingy? Not me asking for my thingy. So how you not a mod? That don't make no sense. No, Denisha, you're a mod. You're a mod, Denisha. Run already. Give me the time. What are you talking? Shakiri? 21:64. Yabi, new American record. And Shakira down in 21:94. Me want hear all of the excuse them now. Me want hear them. Soon they just feature shot. Love her antics in the track. Yeah, I think she's very entertaining. That's for sure. Hey, me hope we mash up the relay team them all of them. Me I say. You better get find the people them when they have a send fi put the team together where put together foolishness all the while. America 200 meter, I go run, you know. So, me soon tell you know who win. Live on CNBC. T, you realize that Shakiri did 100 meter world lead and then Gabby 21:87 and Shericka put them in the past couple minutes. Oh, so that means right. So that means Gabby took back the world lead. I forgot. Right. So Gabby will take back the world lead from Shericka. This lady voice is so relaxing. In a couple of minutes after Gabby set the 21:81 in the semi, Shericka break it in a minute. No offense. Yeah, but now it's back to Gabby. Um, doesn't God make all women? I'm just saying, and men too. Nobody beating Shelly in the 100 meters at World Championships. Oh, and Shericka will grab silver, and Otalu will be on the podium too. All other drama, Q, etc. Oh well, next time. Yeah, that Shelly, she's a fighter. Just love her. Yeah, she's definitely a fighter. Yeah, listen, track is it takes a lot to be in the sport for what's that 2008 to know what 15, 16 years. I don't even know what to calculate. 8 to 18 is 10, right? So that's two. Yeah, 15 years, almost 16 years, you'd say. No, from 2007, right? So yeah, you can say 16 years she's been in the sport. And to still be able to go, it takes a lot of determination. Plus still being at the top of her game. I think she's unmatched. She's definitely unmatched. Um I just love Shelly. She's proving to us that with injury, or not, she is the best. I told you, I said I when I hear Shelly has an injury. Let's celebrate the athletes. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah. Give Johan, give it, as a matter of fact, with what he's done in the sport as well. Johan should definitely be consistently celebrated, regardless of the shape he's in now. And give him some grace as well, and allow him to go when he's ready. Yeah, Gabby took it 2160. 2160, guys. 2160. Gabby break back the world lead. What was the win though? Anyways, no worries. Shericka soon get it back. Yeah. Congrats though. Yeah, congrats to Gabby, that's for sure. I think the only surprise on that list is what's her name? Where's the list again? The only surprise to me is I think Kayla. I definitely had Tamara Clark finishing much better, but again, round management. Look at how she was running in her rounds. Let me go back again, go to the semifinals. Tamara Clark, 22:02 in the semi. And I know if I go back to the heats, I'm gonna see she ran even faster in the heats. Where's the heats? Yesterday was the heats. Men's 200. Where's women's 200? Okay, 22:05 in the heat. So she dropped two almost sub 21, 22 times in the heat and the semi, and had nothing left for the finals. Do you understand when I say that Americans struggle with round management to the point where somebody that shouldn't even have made the team, quote unquote, beat out top people that should have made it? We have to learn round management, man. Although me not gonna give you too much, me not gonna drop too much upon uno, because then una go take you and turn good. I try to beat we. Ah, the mercy. Same thing she did at the 100. Look here, when I tell the Americans that's what she did, then tell me, say, no, she got a bad start, blah blah blah. She had 2:10.7s in her legs. That's why. And I said, oh please, it's poor round management. That's all. I told you guys that Abby was in trouble, been saying it for weeks. Yeah, she didn't make it. Shakira made the team, and that's what's most essential. Yeah, she made the team, but what's important is that she gets her. Although, let me stop saying that. Mouth Queen is very consistent in her running. She runs hard in the heat, then can't repeat it in the finals. She did the same thing in the 100. She can't help herself. She likes. She can't help herself. She likes to show up. Sean needs to know how to manage her rounds, or else she is going to fail. Oh, sorry, she needs to know. Yes, yes, she's gonna hit a wall at World Championships, and she's not gonna know what hit her. It's the same thing happened to Talu. You have to learn round management. Don't bother come out in a heat. The race is not won in the heats. Yes, Tanisha, you're welcome. Um, I want to be a mod in the future, at least by World Champs. Dandina, you give me a trouble in my chat. LOL, no showboating tonight from Shakiri. Showboating where? After she got burned out at the run in the first round, please. Not a showboating. T, you keep on saying new American record, but you are very much right. That is their real national trials. So is that the American record? That's not what I read on the screen? It's okay, I'm sure I saw NR. I don't know. Let me double check so I'm not speaking nonsense. Women's 200. Oh, it's not a national record. I'm sorry, it's meeting record. I'm sorry. What's their national record? Oh, 21.34. How could I forget the world record? Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about the world record. Shelly is already running the 100 meter at the World Championships. Lord of mercy. Oh, what a joke. I completely forgot about Flojo's time. So it's Gabby versus Shericka come World Championships. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Um, T, don't say nothing. Let them keep running like that. No race management is. Yeah, like, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop mentioning it. Where is Christine Mboma? Christine Mboma, as well as Beatrice Masilingi, and every other DSD athlete, was given, I guess, a 3 month suspension. And then after the 3 month suspension, they'll have to start taking, is it inside of the 3 month suspension? I don't even know, but they're gonna have to start taking some kind of suppressants, for their testosterone, before they can compete again. And surprisingly, the 3 months ends, right around the World Championship. So World Athletics is very smart. They did it right so that it would land right before World Championship so that they couldn't compete. World Athletics is shady. I think Shelly will only do the 100 and the relay. Well, it's up in the air right now. I would love her to what is it now? Compete in the 200. But if she doesn't, it is what it is. Um, Fred doesn't make the 200-meter team. Wait. After all that bragging, okay. Well, after all that bragging, not boy. I guess just like Jamaica, America has seen a lot of new faces because Courtney Lindsay, I'm sure this is probably his first time representing America, in the 200 meters. So you have Usher in the new. Fred Curtis still has the 100, so making a run this. So at least he still has something. Fred doesn't make. Yeah, let me. 1972. Boy, I wish that Andrew Hudson can get back. I swear. Leave them to their own demise. T. Let them keep the bad run management. Shelley is the goat of female sprinting. Shelley is the goat of the 100 meters. The female. All right, in my opinion, when I define when you say female sprinting, to me it comprises of the 100 and the 200. So yeah, that's why I say that. So I leave it to 100-meter goat. Um, Shakiri has nothing left in those legs. After she ran off the turn. Leave them and let them run the rounds, same so. Yeah, man, make them run the rounds, them same. Them a go find, let me tell you something, them a go find every excuse under the sun. You are giving away the secrets. Yeah, I'm gonna stop giving away the secret. Elaine should just, where's this thing again? Facts not facts and reality, yeah. I have to put in time out. Me telling us I don't want no bad vibes from me chat this evening. I don't know why you come with this foolishness this night. I want to enjoy Jamaica's successes on the track and discuss, what it means in relation to what the rest of the world has to do. Me no want to hear nothing about no foolishness. Um, Gabby Thomas has that Jamaican blood in her, so she can run. I have no cousins. You're forgetting Flojo. Yes, I forgot her wholesomely. Wholesomely, I forgot her. What about Shericka not getting the world record you claimed yesterday? One, conditions did not allow. They ran in a negative wind. That's the first thing, right? So When you talk about running world records, you want everything to be perfect. So not only you want your body, your mind to be right to run the race, but you also want to be running in perfect conditions, preferably something 1 point something, like a 1.5. Nothing is wrong with asking for even the maximum win, 2.0. We didn't get that. We got a negative zero point 0.4, I think. So not the best conditions. We didn't get the time. There's still time to get it. So yeah, you thought I would be crying over here? No, it was still a blazing run by Shericka, and actually a very good run by Shelly herself. So yeah, sleep on Shericka. Shericka go come dust note when she ready. Fred didn't make it. Yeah, she can run the second leg on their relay. She's a good curve runner. They're gonna give her anchor. If we're talking about Shakiri, they're gonna give her anchor. Shelly should run 200-meter to give Jamaica. I mean, she has to want it for herself, that's for sure. I don't blame you because I don't recognize that Flojo record either. I'm having deja vu moment with Gabby. Didn't she also do a 20? Yes, she did. And she wasn't able to replicate it, which is why it doesn't scare me because at the end of the day, I'm just like, Jamaica is ready. We're not afraid and nobody. We're ready. We're ready, that's for sure. Who is this? Are you on multiple different things talking? I'm sure you're the same person. Mela Weaver said she's targeting the Olympics 200. Oh yeah, let's see. 21-3-4, been there for 40 years, but Shericka will run 21-30. Hoping. Um, people so quick to kick. I don't even want to get into. I don't even want to get into that kind of negativity right now. Again, I did a video. I did a video responding to what Stephen Francis had to say, but I chose not to release it today because again, today is about celebrating our athletes. This is the last day of our championship, so I choose not to release it today because let's just celebrate and have some fun. And then tomorrow we can get back to the baga baga. So tomorrow morning, I have it set for 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So y'all can look out for the video for 7 a.m. But yeah, today is for celebrating our athletes. Um, what time is Shakira winning the finals? 21-94. Gloria record. T need to go give the Jamaican 200-meter men her secret. Rocky Hill is shady like what? Out of mercy. Shericka has not run many 200 meters this year and still run 21:71. That world record is gone, mark my words. Mm. It's only a matter of time. May they sleep on Shericka. It's alright. Gonna be a good world champ 200 meter. My braces is hooking in my teeth, in my gum. Gabby not doubling, so it will be tougher for Shericka. But in 2021, as a matter of fact, in 2022, Abby Steiner didn't double, and she still was nowhere close to Elaine. So not doubling has nothing to do with it. Once you come in shape and you're ready to run 6 rounds, it's you're gonna run 6 rounds, and you're gonna run a fast race in the finals for the 100 and a fast race in the finals for the 200. You just have to. Your body has to be ready though. But no doubt MVP is gonna make Shericka ready, so I'm not worried about that. Um, T and the coaches Dex are my favorite track YouTubers. They actually know about track. They not no wannabe. I always look forward to their analysis. Thank you. Um, and that is Shaz PB. Oh, the 2194. Oh yeah, because the other one was in a positive win, innit? Gabby smokes them all. Yeah. US team weak this year, bad. Is it weak? They haven't really separated themselves in their, pet events, which is like the 400s. The 400-meter hurdles doesn't look so strong either on the female side. The 100-meter hurdles is not so strong as well, sorry. Um Yeah, it's possibly not their strongest team, but they don't kid yourself. America will still come out and dust people. So yeah, and America has a way of turning up when it comes to championships. Noah should marry Janelle and represent US. Let me just tell you, say if they should get married and have kids, they'll be Jamaican. Jamaica is ready, and we're not afraid of nobody. Yeah. Haven't seen Shericka's 200-meter race yet. Would have loved a 21.6 based on that 100-meter time. Conditions weren't the best. When you factor in wind. I do think she was probably hampered by the first go of the race not being successful. And two, I do think she looked a bit tired. The reason why I'm saying that, it took a while for her to get going, and usually it doesn't take her that long to get going in the 200 meters, which tells me that she's probably getting some kickback from that 10.6. But that's fine. She's just gonna rest, re-prepare, and come back strong for world championships. Remember, it's her first time running 10.6, so I'm telling you, she's feeling that 10.6 in her. Yes, T, let us celebrate our athletes. Life as an athlete is extremely rough, with growing pains. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say Francis is scaring others to not. No, let me tell you something. And I don't really want to get into it, but if I was an athlete looking for a coach, I would not look in MVP's direction just based off this one article. One, he could have chosen not to respond, and two, sometimes in life you take the high road. You know what I mean? You take the high road. As a matter of fact, Shericka's performances right now should speak for everything that the club can do without you saying anything. You know what I mean? So I don't even know why there was a need to even respond and say what you said. But anyway, as I said, my video is up. It will come out tomorrow. I don't want to focus on the negativity. Um, world record is going nowhere. It's been there for that long for a reason. It's stifling the women's athletics. That's what it's doing. So they need to go eventually. Love that start by Megan as well. She got out like a bullet. Yes, she did. All right, let me talk about the hurdles. Now that I'm there, let me talk about the hurdles. Um, so let me start with the women. Let me go up to the results. This is the worst result sheet I've ever seen. You can't see nothing. Okay. So in this race, Mega Tapper won. Again, the times don't reflect the run because it was a massive negative wind, negative 1.9 meters per second. So, but it was still a great run by Megan Tapper to take the race. She led from start to finish. Akira Nugent tried to come up on her at the end. But still had to settle for a second, 12.67 seconds, and Daniel Williams was third, 12.82 seconds. Actually, in the race, Danielle thought she wouldn't make it, and she looked like she was giving up. And then she looked over, and then she saw that she was still in range, and she just dipped. She did a deep dip. So I'm glad that she made it. These were my top three because what I had first was Akira, Danielle, and Shericka. But since we already found out, from a good while ago that Shericka was injured, Megan made it back into my list. However, she wasn't in my list for winning, that's for sure. But she came out and utterly decimated everybody. Great run by her. Megan always turns up at the trials. I don't know why. Even though my sister tells me every year, don't underestimate Megan and don't count her out. I still somehow count her out. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, Megan did her thing and I love it. I love it. Especially being the shortest person in the field. And I love her execution. She's gotten so much better over the hurdles as well. Much cleaner. So I'm glad for her. I'm happy for her. That new PB, that 12:44, that's somebody that can medal at a world championships. So that's a good time. So let's see. I'm hoping though for Akira, she's able to get some rest. Don't think she's back from the NCAA's yet, but there's still time. So get some rest. And then get back up to scratch for that world championships. Yeah. And Danielle Williams has to work on her start. Her start in that race that I saw where she was challenging Alicia. was much better than I've been seeing out here. So I don't know what happened, but she hasn't been getting the best start. But at least she made the team so that now she can go back and work on bettering herself, right? The men. Where is that? Men 110. That's boys. Boys, men. Okay. All right. So Rashid Broadbell took it. 12.94 seconds. What impressed me throughout these entire sequence of events, starting from the semi, was Rashid's start. He's no longer running from behind. I appreciate that. I love that. It means that he's that much closer to Grant Holloway because we know he has the foot speed, that's for sure. So that even if Grant Holloway is a little bit ahead of him, at some point in time, maybe after 60 meters, he'll still be able to run him down, pass him out, and win that race. I'm excited for that gold medal come World Championships and potentially much faster times as well. Hansa Parchment made the team, not the fastest run, not the best execution from him as well, but Hansa will turn up good for World Championships. So I'm not worried about him. Orlando Bennett sneaks in. Yesterday I said that Orlando Bennett looks like the person that's going to sneak in, and he snuck in indeed. 13.19 seconds. Tyler Mason out. 13.22. Orlando Bennett though, he has this weird way of hurling that he looks like he's hopping over the hurdle. Like how everybody else just glides over it, he looks like he's hopping. And that hop to me takes away from his time. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, right? So they definitely have to work on bettering his hurdling technique because if he can run this good, with what I would consider poor technique, considering he's hopping over it, then he can only get much better once they clean that up. So yeah, great from our hurdlers. Jamaica definitely sends medal contenders to the World Championships, and I'm excited for that. That's for sure. What was this? 21.71 in the heats is no competition. 21 what? 20 is this with no competition? 21-9 with competition in the final. Shake my head. Me not giving you no more secrets. This is not a matter of if Shericka will, but it's whether or not she breaks the record because Gabby Thomas is not in her league. No, so nobody's in Shericka's league right now. The only person that could remotely come close to Shericka over the 200 meters is Elaine Thompson here. Unfortunately, she's no longer in that shape. But if Elaine is able to get back to world class shape, then and I would love to see her get back to world class shape because that means Shericka will have somebody to push her and vice versa, and let's see exactly how much faster they can go. I would love to see that. That's for sure. Um, how many see Noel in the 200 meters? You mean Noah? He has the bye. He doesn't need to run it, and he qualified for the 100 meters as well. They are master in the women's 400. Oh yes, 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 yes. The women's 400 meters is still very strong. Sydney 48.775, very, very strong. Um, Mods, are you not seeing these comments? Wow, 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 wow. That's all I can say. Sydney is running the 400 meters hurdles at Worlds. Whichever one she decides, she's gonna be good at it. Gabby did the double when she ran 21.6 in 2019. She placed like fourth or fifth in the 100 meters. What does that mean? Does that mean it hampered her run? No, Abby Steiner. I'm not sure what y'all are saying. I think Shelly should focus on the 100 meter for Worlds. Shelly's 100 meter is good. The only reason I'm pushing the 200 meters for Shelly, in my opinion, is because she's a strong medal contender. And why wouldn't Jamaica want one more medal? You know what I mean? Um, Shelly looks good, and she only run two races. Facts. The overrated Abby Steiner has become a regular white. All right, let's not throw the race card in. But what I will say about Abby, to be fair, when I did a video some time ago talking about our athletes and progression, um, Someone said to me I was being unfair to Abby because if it was a Jamaican athlete, I would say, remember, she just started a new program and she needs time to transition in that new program. So to be fair to Abby, she just turned pro, just been a year in in that training program. If it didn't work out this year, remember she's still transitioning. So I'm being fair. I'm hoping that she'll be able to come back stronger next year. Congrats to Megan Tapper, but where is Brittany Anderson? I believe she's our best ever hurdler. She's injured. She had a knee injury and she did a surgery, so she will not be back until next year. And of course, next year is the Olympics. So yeah. Um. Oh, Akira has gone pro with Adidas. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I'm happy for her. Happy, happy, happy for her. Adidas seemed to scrape up those hurdles though. Shericka would have run 21.68 with no wind. So at least, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wind, the conditions just weren't the best. It's just, it's life. It's life. She didn't get it. No, she'll get it another time. Barbara is gonna smoke Holloway, that's for sure. Could be wrong, but I think the clock was still going after Shericka crossed the line. Check it. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to rewatch the race and see. Shericka had her leg wrapped. Shakiri, sorry, had her leg wrapped. Did anyone hear if she's injured? Really? Ah, boy. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying injuries, athletes can't pick up injuries, when they're running rounds, but I'm just feeling like a bout of excuses are about to slap me. Tyler Mason gave his spot away. Orlando Bennett just wanted it. That's how the race goes. That's how the race goes. You just have to run. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Orlando Bennett ran for it. So yeah, it is what it is. Again, Chuck is remember 8 people line up, only three will get a spot. But MVP hurt over it as if she was the. Oh my God! Let me tell you something. It's the funniest thing. I've seen athletes leave clubs all the time, leave coaches all the time, and don't mention a word of these clubs, such coaches, and they're not asked to, say anything about them. So I find it weird that, he keeps harping on Elaine, acknowledging him. And the only thing I can think of is that, no, you know what? I said I wasn't going to get into it. I'll do another live another day and then I can discuss it, but not today. Today is about celebrating our athletes. Today is about celebrating our athletes, which is why I saved the video for tomorrow. So yeah. Megan Tapper looks sharper than ever. Yes, she's definitely a much better hurdler. How could you count out Megan? No, I didn't count her out for a spot on the team. No. Initially, I will be honest. Initially, I counted her out because I had Karika taking a spot. But then I found out one of my trackies advised me. I think it was even Denisha told me that Karika was injured and will not be taking part in the event. So I threw Megan back in, but I didn't have her winning. I had her in third place. So it's not a complete count out, you know what I mean? But yeah, I haven't learned my lesson. Apparently, I don't learn my lesson. Elaine was the reason Shelley left. And Steve. Look here, Shelley wanted to leave from 2016. Let me tell you something about women. Women will never forget what you do to them. You understand what I'm trying to say? In 2016, they threatened Shelley to take her entire contract and all her benefits away from her if she left that club. You think I'm going to forget that? You think I'm going to want to continue working with you with no problems? No, you know what she did? She smiled and waved and she went back to the club. And the moment she was able to sort out her contract, she bossed away like a bitch kite and left them in the dust. So you can't stay there talk about Elaine. It had nothing to do with Elaine. You think nobody gonna threaten me about my contract and me sit down around there? You must be mad. After all of the hard work that I put in, y'all need to wake up. He's a narcissist. This is exactly why I didn't want to talk about it because I was gonna get upset and I knew I would get upset. Chucky's leave me alone and stop mentioning this Steve Francis to me. Rika Dane, she did thank them. Look here, I don't know what Steven wants. I don't know what Steven wants. There, most athletes have left that club and dragged Steven MVP through the mud, right? And they have not said a word. You know why he's so mad about Elaine? Because Elaine ignores MVP. And true, like a narcissist, they hate when you ignore them. So they're going to gaslight you into getting a response out of you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Narcissists hate being ignored. How dare you? You know what I mean? He would have preferred her come out and bash them and drag them from here to there, apparently like everybody else. But because she hasn't done it and she's ignoring them, oh, it's the worst thing under the sun. How dare you not talk about MVP? Oh, mercy. Let me move on. Let me move on. Please, please, please. I'm begging you to keep my sanity. Let's not talk about this MVP thing today. I'm hoping Tyler. I was hoping Tyler Mason would make it. Yeah, I was hoping he would make it too. But track is at the end of the day, I always tell y'all, they're all Jamaican. So if he didn't make it, we just have to move on and support the ones that made it. Um, Richardson, look, bust at the end. Yeah, man, she went too hard in the heats. T don't need this tonight. I don't need it tonight. I tell you. Unpopular opinion. Shericka needs to be careful. Gabby looks great. There is a remote possibility that Shericka gets silver in the 100 meter and 200 meter and loses to both Shelly and Gabby. Okay, Namdi. This is what I will say about that. Yes, don't underestimate your competition, but at the same time, you have to be confident in what you bring to the table. And I don't think Shericka is concerned about her soul. Not even Shelly. I think she's gonna go out and run her own race. Her own race is gonna give her a goal in that 200 meters. The question is, will it challenge Shelly? And I have a feeling that it's going to challenge Shelly in the sense that because her start is better, I'm thinking she's going to challenge Shelly. I don't know if that challenge will amount to a gold. You know what I mean? But yeah. Well, someone need to tag MVP and Frano with that inverted. Somebody needs to tag the whole of Jamaica with it because I keep hearing Jamaicans saying nonsense things and it's annoying. Don't sleep on Gabby. Nobody's sleeping. No, listen, we're not sleeping on anybody, right? But at the same time, we are standing behind our athletes 100%. We know what they can do and what they have done. So we know when they line up next time around, they're going to be ready for gold. New Gabby would win. Why did Shericka run the final of the 200 meters? Isn't she the defending championship champion? Yes, she is, but she did say that she's not gonna be running much more 200 meters, if any at all. So she has to get the 200 meters in before the world championship. So that's why she ran it. Oh yeah, and because she was focusing on the 100 meters, they said she was focusing on the 100 meters this season to get her turnover rate, how a sprinter sprints. So because they've been focusing on that, she hasn't run much 200s, so she needs to get the 200s in. Um, Shelly would have run 22:19 with the zero win again, and I say it is her season opener. Right, right. Remember, these are her first races, so this is very impressive by Shelly. So I believe, so I believe by World Championship, Shelly can run 21:6. It's a possibility, but the question again when it comes to Shelly is, will she run it? Shelly said because she didn't run much 200-meter races. I really want her to run it, but I'm just waiting and seeing. Looking at the 4x4 men's, you believe the US top four will beat our top four? Well, it's about button changes and getting the people in the right order. Um, I'm gonna have to do a video on it honestly because I have to take a look at America has new faces as well. So I have to take a look at our athletes and see how they run and see which leg I think they should best they best suit before I can talk about it. But if we're just going based on times, then yes, Jamaica can definitely challenge for gold. D Jones. I don't know what that is. Predictions for the men's 4x1 at one. I'm gonna do a video on it. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna do a video on it and say what I think. But after Shakiri, kill up herself over the heats and semis in the 100 and 200, she was bound for some sort of injury. I'm not surprised. You have to know how to manage rounds. How did the juniors do at trials? Haven't focused on them. Um, it's been documented. Moderators, y'all are not seeing these comments? See, we're deleting the messages, but we're still seeing them. Oh well, I don't know. I just clicked ban on one a while ago. I don't know what kind of racist nonsense this is. This is a Jamaican platform, please. Yeah. T, we are dealing. I don't know what's going on. Prince, I would be upset considering 200-meter was clear for a start. Why I tell you, Puss and Dog don't have the same look. That's all I have to say about that. I called the 400-meter for Nikisha Price. I followed her through the collegiate season. Yeah, she looked so good. Um, that's true, T. You just opened my eyes. I didn't even look at that aspect. They did Melanie Walker dirty too. Listen, um, it's the craziest thing to me. Again, I did a breakdown in my video that I posted, so you'll hear my thoughts on it. But track is you have to read between the lines. You can't just take everything at face value. Don't take everything at face value as you get it. Am I saying that she parted from the clubs amicably? Am I saying that words weren't exchanged during this parting? No. Just think about it like if you're in a relationship with a woman or a man, right? And you break up, it's messy, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you go your way and I go my way, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. There's no need to be especially when the other person is paying you dust. There's no need to be consistently harping on the person having something to say about you when you haven't done the same for other athletes. And also, remember, he could have simply said no comment. You know how much time people ask Stephen things and Stephen don't answer because Stephen is Stephen and Stephen don't have to say nothing. So why did he feel he needed to supposedly answer Sportsmax this time? And let's not forget, in 2021, he also had an interview with Sportsmax where they sat down and damned Elaine to failure. Now, why would I want to, rate the club or big them up anywhere I go if they're damning me to failure? So even if I wanted to big you up, me not go bother big you up. Cause you already go for an interview and say me not go ever run fast again. So me not big you up. So I don't know what MVP you want. As a matter of fact, not as yet a MVP because Bruce James carries the same vibe. He has the same vibe as Steven. They're both narcissists. Both of them. Taekwondo Tracy was asked to leave after he questioned the contract they gave him to sign. Okay, story coming to bomb. Story coming to bomb. Do y'all remember that reverse Uno they pulled on Shelly? Shelly said, I'm leaving. I don't feel like, you took care of me this season, managed my injury the way you should have managed it. She's leaving. Shelly reached down a Walcott, a train down a Walcott, and then pull one reverse Uno upon Shelly and tell Shelly, say, if you left, you lose your contract and every benefit. Shelly have to march her way back on an MVP. You think that when she got the first opportunity, she never restructured that the contract if you make sure so that the clause they don't come in? Hey, don't play with women and their money, okay? Holloway did not start. I was not expecting him to start. He just needs to show race fitness. Remember, America has this thing where even if you're a defending champion, you have to run at the trials to show race fitness. So yeah. Um, Sandra lies with what? It is a pressing issue. Trying to make trouble in the height of the championships. He knew what he was doing exactly. And you know what made me look down on him even more? She's at the lowest moment she's facing right now. You choosing to come out and kick an athlete when they're down, to me, just tells me the type of person that you are. You're not a good person. 1305 for Roberts. Gold for Jamaica! Silver for Jamaica! Let's see if we can also get bronze. Million called yeah, he is. He is. You can tell. You can tell. It's not just the fact that you're hiring somebody to work for you. It's like you're working for him. Was looking forward to Yannick Thompson to make the top three in the hurdles. Yeah, I was, honestly. But again, Trackies, remember, only three can make it. Only three. It's tough, but it's only three. Somebody wasn't gonna make it. Or again, five people weren't gonna make it. Um, Shelly looks in 10-5 shape to me. 200 she did today told me she's faster than Shericka over the first 100. Yeah, she blazed that bend. It shocked me. I was like, huh? I said, what? In 2016, Shelly was injured. She was upset. Stephen paid more attention to Elaine than her. Um, End the convo here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She decided she was going to leave and they pulled a reverse Uno on her. It's time now for Gould to break that 800-meter national record. Yeah. Um, she isn't lying though. Look here, you know that all of these articles exist. You can go look them up in all of these articles exist. Every article exists. World Athletics soon called Shericka to instruct her to drop out false starts or poorly start in the 100-meter to clear a path for Shakira to win. Um, that's not happening at all, Q Synergy. Moment of silence. 200-meter prediction, Shericka, Gabby, Shakiri or Shelly. Is there anybody in the world? Dina is looking so hot. Talu, don't know what's happening there. Um, I guess that's not a bad call. Um, this is a positive challenge. We don't want no negativity over here. Please make it positive. Oh my God, I'm gonna come off this stream soon. I just realized it's over an hour. Let me look at the men's 100-meter hurdles. I guess at the U.S. Championship. It was at the last event. Um, Daniel Roberts 13:05, Cordell Tinch 13:08, Fredericks. Okay. I didn't even realize that Devon Allen didn't even make the finals. That's interesting. And Jamal Mitt and Trey Cunningham that have been running well and Eric Edwards didn't even make it. It's this Frederick. Okay, where's the young guy that has it's Cordell Tinch. Okay. I was just checking. The guy that everybody has been bragging about recently. All right, Chucky, so I'm just gonna take a few more comments and then run. I'm gonna skedaddle. Let me see. US always use their hurdlers and sometimes even their sprint. Well, we have good hurdlers too. So Jamaica just has to strategize now. Start strategizing the right way and stop the politics. I keep saying that Gabby will reign supreme and people call me crazy. Yeah, Gabby put on a good run, that's for sure. And she managed her rounds exactly how rounds are supposed to be managed. Um, let's see how the podium looks at Worlds. Yeah, he was really disrespectful. He was too much. 100-meter prediction is a bit more tricky, but top three will be between Shelly, Shericka, Talu, Shakiri. Agreed. Um, Not reverse Uno. Yeah, him pull one big old reverse Uno upon her. And she have to march back around her MVP. You think Shelly forget that? Or no mad if you don't think Shelly forget that. Let me tell you something. Don't let Shelly smile fool you. I'm going to post later today or in the morning on Oral Trivia Maverick my clap back to Fat Frana Burger. Wait, what? So Oral Tracy talked about it? I haven't even seen any videos on it. I know I saw the article, but yeah. Sometimes Shaki is well, I don't know how Jamaican loves negativity, so I swear. At the World Championships, I think Shericka is going to win the 100-meter final, and the 200-meter final looks great. I'm so proud of her. Shelly and Bruce are besties, hence why MVP is not upset with her. No, it's because Shelly keeps smiling in the face of adversity. There's a difference. So, all right, let me give you an example. When I used to work in Kingston, right? I was not the type of person that was gonna smile in the face of no adversity. If you were trying to mess with me and my money, I would let you know you're messing with me and my money. You know what I mean? They didn't like that. So in turn, they didn't like me. But you had people that were also equally upset as I was when it came to, messing with their money, but they smiled. And because they smiled, oh, them and management were chummy. Stephen did not come out and say anything. Sportsmax asked. He could have chosen not to answer. Oh, please. I know you all were gonna pull the ball. Oh, Sportsmax asked. Please, him couldn't say no comment and keep it pushing. Um, 200 meter definitely, but I don't know about her winning the 100 meter. But she is the only one capable of getting that double gold. Yeah, Shericka is definitely the only one capable of getting the double gold. But she definitely has stiff competition in Shelly, so let's see how that goes. Also, Elaine and her husband cuss him out, and this is the program by threatening physical assault. But y'all don't know the full story. Yeah, y'all are quick to give me one side of the story, but I also know that there are two sides to the story. JD Smith. And the fact is, when two people catch up in a things, then yes, words are going to be exchanged. I'm not saying that the parting was amicable by any stretch of the imagination, but at the end of the day, when y'all decide to leave, just call it quits and keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Just keep it pushing. Especially the person isn't addressing you. The person has nothing to say about you all. So why do you find the need to continue addressing the person? I'm just curious. When you have, and as a matter of fact, they haven't had the smoke for anybody else. They haven't had the smoke for anybody else. Oh, let me remind you all. Do you remember during the Olympics when Megan was singing, "Don't worry about who I fire, I get what I desire"? Who do you think she was talking about? Remember, before she won that medal and Shelley won that medal at the Olympics, the consensus was no athlete that left MVP could medal. And Megan created her own song and came on the post race interview and sung that song. Who do you think she was talking to? But where's all of the smoke? Where's all of the smoke? There's no smoke for anybody else but Elaine. Please. Shelly was faster than Shericka all the way up to 150. Yeah, she was definitely burning track. Um, I think Shelly might be in 10-6 shape, 10-7 shape, 10-7 shape. You underestimate Shelly. Darlita is getting better. Yeah, the 200 meter. I saw that. I saw her. I saw her. What's the situation with Kishane Thompson? I said after the championships, I'm going to do videos on those guys so that we can get more familiar with them. I agree. He simply could have just said no comment. I really thought Frona knew how to conduct interviews. Yeah, it was the worst time, and it will make anybody that's looking for a coach not want to go within 10 feet of him. T, you should see an article about Nita. What's the article, Keisha? It's a business at the end of the day. She should have shown more gratitude. She doesn't have to say anything. I paid you to do a job. I don't have to say anything more. What you mean? What is wrong with some of y'all people? Did Steven not get paid? Was he not doing a job? Was he not hired? I'm curious. Was not there not a contract signed? I'm curious. Me don't know what more Steven want. Steven must want alien kidney. What do you think about Blake using his career? Um I'll just say let him go when he wants to. Gabby is much better in the 200 meter than Kerry. Yeah. Anybody know Francis? No, he doesn't hold his tongue for anyone. No, he chooses who he wants to have smoke for. That um there are multiple athletes that have said negative things when they left. As a matter of fact, all of them have said bad things about the club leaving it, right? And he only chooses to have smoke for one. I wonder why. It's very fishy. Oren made a video earlier. Okay. He loves the drama too. Shelly is a gangster. Is a gangster. The smell can't fool me. Water how she come from. Hello. Yeah, don't watch that smell. That smile is just to get around in world. You see, when you smile in this world, you're able to navigate easier, right? But don't let that smile fool you. Frana said he will never take Elaine back. Elaine never asked to be taken back, to my knowledge. And again, exactly, the article made it sound as though Elaine was over there begging to come back. I was like, what is wrong with these people? I see Elaine respond with a video on her Instagram. Go look at it, T. Oh, I soon go and look at it then. T, you said you wasn't going to talk about Francis. Don't let these people get under your skin. Yeah, let me move on. Confidence for arrogance. He's a narcissist. That's that. Um, he did not answer that question, and Elaine is having a bad season, and him come out and say that. Yeah, he could have taken the high road. He has no class. I heard that Elaine is a very hard person to deal with, though. Who isn't? I'm just trying to get through these last comments that have nothing to do with Frano, but apparently every last comment have something to do with Frano. As I said, I did my video. So my video is up. Today was about celebrating our athletes. So I'm excited for what's to come. We have a solid set of athletes. 100-meter hurdles, 110-meter hurdles, 100-meter women, 200-meter women, 400 men, triple jump for both men and women, long jump for both men and women. Um, what am I missing? And the 100-meter for men is kind of depending on what happens, but it's kind of in the wing for me right now. Are those the only events? I don't even remember, but yeah. Oh, discus is another good one, for Jamaica, men's discus, that is. Yeah, so Jamaica is sending a really, really rounded team this time to the World Championships, and I'm really excited. I'm excited about what is to come. Yeah. So track is it's been an hour and 27 minutes. With that, I'm going to bounce. Um, I'm gonna bounce. I'm going to bounce. Thank you so very much for coming on. Um, yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Or you see the video that I posted up for tomorrow. And then of course, going into the weeks now, we're back to deep dives. We're back to me coming up with crazy with crazy thoughts as it relates to what I'm expecting from our athletes. So look out for those videos as well. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Oh, before I go, please remember to like the video. Um, let me go over and check the like because we don't always not do the right thing when we telling you if you like. Yeah, y'all not liking. Come on, trackies. Like the video, please. I saw over 200 of y'all in here at one point in time. So please click like. Yeah. With that said, bye. I'm tired now. So yeah, later.